On his first day of school, he accidentally bumped into a classmate's stationery. Fearing his sharp spikes, the other students quickly moved away. Only the little squirrel was willing to greet him. On the school bus, seeing the little hedgehog walking toward him, the little pig immediately used his backpack to occupy the seat next to him. Seeing this, the little hedgehog had no choice but to sit silently in the very last row. During PE class, the other students enthusiastically invited him to play with the ball, but the moment the ball touched him, it was instantly punctured. When it was time for the swings, the little pig took turns pushing every student, but when it was the little hedgehog's turn, the pig hesitated. The next day, the little squirrel warmly invited the little hedgehog to sit next to him, but when the bus hit a bump and swayed, his spikes accidentally pricked the little squirrel. He sat alone by the window, feeling incredibly sad. On Christmas Eve, the little squirrel and his classmates whispered to each other before walking out of the classroom. At that moment, loneliness washed over the hedgehog like a tide. He walked out of the classroom, feeling despondent, only to find his classmates waiting for him with gifts. He carefully took a gift and opened it, but found that it was completely empty. Just then, the little squirrel stepped forward and placed foam caps onto the tips of his spikes, and the other students joined in to help. With the barrier of his sharp spikes gone, everyone gathered around and gave the little hedgehog a long-awaited hug. The boy is astonished to discover a fox standing on its hind legs. He rubs his eyes in disbelief, and after confirming what he sees, he rushes forward to offer the fox his umbrella. However, the little fox simply steps aside. It turns out the fox is busy trying to catch the rainwater dripping from the eaves. Looking closely, the boy notices that the bag the fox is holding is leaking. He leads the fox to a convenience store, hoping to buy it a water bottle, but a bottle costs $3, and the boy only has one. They walk out of the store feeling disheartened. Suddenly, a gust of wind knocks the fox and the umbrella over into the rain. To their surprise, they realize that the umbrella, now lying on the ground, makes a perfect container for catching water. Just like that, the boy and the little fox travel from place to place, catching enough rainwater amidst their playful antics. They arrive at the entrance of a cave. Curiously, the other side of the cave is bathed in clear, sunny skies. The boy hands the umbrella to the fox. After they bid each other farewell, the fox's figure gradually fades into the distance under the setting sun. It turns out that the little fox was collecting the rainwater to nourish the wilting flowers in its own garden. The next morning, the boy wakes up and rushes to the cave entrance where they parted ways. To his disappointment, there is no sign of the little fox on the other side, nor is there a golden meadow. The boy searches every place he went with the fox the day before, but he still cannot find it. Just as he is about to give up, he suddenly spots a trail of animal tracks on the ground. The boy follows the prints to a platform. On a table there, he sees his umbrella, and beside it, a flower blooming brightly in the sunset. The angel simply pulls a lever, and a man wearing leg shackles is delivered before him. It turns out that the man had been suffering in hell for thousands of years due to a wrongful conviction, and today he finally received a chance to appeal. The angel takes the man's appeal documents and flips through them casually. He looks at the man, then looks toward the gates of heaven nearby. Under the man's expectant gaze, he slams the rejected stamp onto the documents and looks at the man with a smug expression. The angel pulls the lever repeatedly, continuously tormenting the man. He thoroughly enjoys the pleasure of holding another's fate in his hands. Unexpectedly, in the next second, the laughing angel chokes on a donut and then slips, falling off the edge. He tries hard to flap his wings, but having become as fat as a pig, he cannot fly back up. The angel is forced to reach out his hand to the man for help. The man hesitates for a moment, but ultimately follows his conscience and pulls the angel up. However, once saved, the angel shows no gratitude. Instead, he pushes the iron ball shackled to the man off the ledge, wearing a wicked, smug grin. In the next second, the man who plummeted downward transforms into an angel and flies back up, and the gates of heaven behind him automatically swing open. Meanwhile, devil horns sprout from the angel's head, his wings begin to wither, and he is finally cast down into hell. Grandpa's pockets always seem to hold everything. Whenever I cried, Grandpa would pull out my favorite lollipop from his pocket. The frog toy that Mom refused to buy for me, Grandpa would secretly buy for me too. I grew up day by day in this tenderness, while Grandpa gradually grew old. Suffering from Alzheimer's, he forgot many things, yet he never once forgot to save the best for me. However, I gradually stopped cherishing this affection. I got accepted into university, and before I left, Grandpa emptied everything from his pockets, trying to force it all on me, but I subconsciously refused. It wasn't until one day that I saw an old woman take a lollipop out of her pocket, gently peel off the wrapper, and hand it to her grandson beside her. At that moment, I was dazed. I finally realized that I had left something very important behind. I had left Grandpa's love for me behind in my childhood forever. I ran home as fast as I could. Seeing me return, Grandpa subconsciously reached his hand into his pocket, just as he did when I was a child. But this time, it's my turn to give Grandpa a piece of candy.